Good evening, folks, and welcome to Paradise Literacy. I'm your host, Savannah.
And I'm your other host, Kylie. Tonight we have some groundbreaking news to give you that has just been released to us from the Avon Nelson building in Laramie, Wyoming.
That's right, Kylie. And what's that groundbreaking discovery?
Literary theories. So, literary theories are a series of ideas or methods that we use to help us understand a piece of literature. They are theories that disclose the potential meaning of a text. Essentially, they act as a lens for how we view a text.
There are several different theories that we can use to view a text, such as psychological theories, Marxist criticism, and reader response theories, just to name a few.
Kylie, get over here. I found a new literary theory. Get over here right away. Okay, see you soon.
Just to name a few.
Hold on, Savannah. I'm getting word that Mr. Russell Caskey, professor at the University of Wyoming, has just made another discovery regarding literary theories. Apparently, in addition to the theories you just mentioned, there is one that focuses specifically on culture within a text.
And what theory is that, Kylie?
The cultural theory.
Oh, absolutely. I have heard about those, and it's a common literary device we use when reading and analyzing a text without even knowing it.
Okay, so how does the cultural theory differentiate from other theories?
The cultural theory focuses on how one interacts with others due to the social structure set up within a group of people.
So, does that mean the cultural theory could include some other theories as well?
Yes, theories such as gender theories, feminist theory, and structuralism theory can also be incorporated into culture theory.
Wow, so why are those theories included in there, Savannah?
Pieces of those theories, while they are not the main focus of culture theory, are included due to gender and class, amongst other things, that help to emphasize the role of an individual in a given social structure.
Okay, so now that we understand that cultural theory can incorporate various other theories, let's talk about what makes it so special. Essentially, why is it different from other theories?
In addition to combining pieces of other theories, culture theory also focuses on the deconstruction of cultures as they combine with other cultures or fade off into history.
Okay, so is there a certain text that you can use to help me clarify how cultural theory can be applied?
Absolutely. I'm assuming you read The Absolute True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie?
Of course I have. I love that book. Now, just to give our viewers a quick recap on what the story is about, it's about a young Native American boy named Junior who defies the social norms of the reservation and decides to attend a completely white high school some 20 miles off the reservation. He decides to leave his reservation because he is completely aware of the brokenness that accompanies all the residents on the res, as he puts it, and he does not want to fall into the same group.
That's right. This book is written as Junior's diary. He includes illustrations of his friends and family on the res, as well as his existence on the res and his own understanding of how the res works.
Yep, that's right. And he also has a medical condition in which he describes that he was born with water on the brain, and he only received healthcare and the healthcare he received was only as good as the reservation could actually afford. Now, Junior portrays himself in the novel as occupying the bottom of the social hierarchy due to his demeanor, his limited physical abilities, and his physique. Now, the Indians interact with Junior in an unfriendly manner due to his bonding with the white kids at his high school.
Since Junior is now willingly attending school at a white high school, he is getting looked down upon by his peers on the res. Two cultures are mixing together, that of the white culture and that of the Indian culture. We can see how that affects one culture positively or negatively. For the Indians, Junior's integration in the white community is seen as a threat and offensive to their native ways. As for the white kids, Junior's presence is seen as unique and new. Not necessarily good or bad. They are learning about a new culture that they haven't experienced yet.
Okay, so let's talk about the book Mouse and how we can apply cultural theory to it. Now, do you want to give us some background on Mouse, Savannah?
Sure. Mouse is a novel that was written in the form of a comic book by Artie Spiegelman. and portrays the atrocities of the Holocaust through Art's parents' eyes, Valdek and Anya Spiegelman. Valdek and Anya were survivors of the Holocaust, and Art interviews his father to understand the events that he went through during the Holocaust.
Thanks, Savannah. So if we apply the definition that you gave us about cultural theory, we can understand that the cultural theory perspective focuses on the social structure of the Nazi regime in this case. Now, the Jews were considered their own race, and the Holocaust was set in place in order to purify the German race and get rid of all the Jews, for they were at the bottom of the social hierarchy and were deemed unworthy of any humane treatment. Now, the Nazis performed a huge genocide against the Jews that claimed over 6 million lives.
The Germans were essentially trying to deconstruct and diminish the Jewish religion and culture. They wanted them to be just a figment of history, rather than a reality of the modern day. The series of events highlighted an extremely biased social structure of which we are able to identify by using the culture theory.
Well, that wraps it up for tonight on Lairdice Literacy. We are glad you joined in, and thank you for joining in on this groundbreaking discovery, and hope you tune in next time. Again, I'm your host, Kylie.
And I'm your other host, Savannah. Up next on Laramie News is how to survive another semester without the enjoyment of Caskey's Swear Countdown.